Okay, let's take a look at Sound Focus 4, which is on contractions. And in writing, we write contractions with an apostrophe. So we put an apostrophe where we delete some letters, right? We usually delete a letter or two. For example, in U and R, we put them together and we say your. So when we say you are, 2 syllables. When we say your, we have just one. Your. All right. So we can say your, or when we put this word in a whole sentence and we don't stress the word, we just say your. Yeah. You're going to see, yeah. You're standing in my way. You're opening the door. You're speaking English, so your can be very weak. So just let me hear you say your. Move your lips a bit this way, forward, to say your. Yeah. You're getting it.
You're getting it.
Yeah, you're pronouncing better. Okay. I am, the contraction is ein. Now listen to the difference between and ein. Can you hear the difference? Ein. Ein. Different? Okay, so what's the difference? So watch me as I move my lips from to e. E. So the sound I, as in this is my I, and I and you and I. This is I. This is another glide vowel, which has here and then e there. I'm. Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at you.
All right, it apostrophe s is it is, or it has when it means a present perfect verb. It's 1 syllable, and she is together as one contraction. She's. Yes. She's your niece. Where is your niece? She's in Dallas. Okay, look at me when I say this word. This is the name of a place, right? Dallas. How many syllables in the word Dallas? 2. Where's the stress?
Dallas. The first
Dallas.
one.
First syllable, okay?
Yeah.
So which syllable is clear?
The first one.
Right. Watch the sound. Da. Okay, what about the second syllable? Dallas.
Weak one.
Weak one. What? Right. Okay.
Dallas.
So instead of saying Dalat, which is probably a nice place in Vietnam, Dalat, right?
Yeah.
Right? Dalat, because in Vietnamese we have both but in English we don't want to say Dalat, we want to say Dallas. So notice the difference between the strong, clear and the weak Dallas.
Dallas.
Right. Okay, now let me ask you a question. In which state is Dallas?
Which state?
Yes.
Dallas in Texas.
Right, it's in Texas. Okay, now watch me when I say this word. Texas. Okay, so second syllable is just like Dallas. Us. You see? Very relaxed, but not not Texas. Not in English. All right, so Texas, Dallas. Watch the difference between a clear vowel and a weak, unstressed vowel. Dallas, Texas. Where is your niece?
She's in Dallas. She is in Dallas.
Dallas where?
Dallas, Texas.
All right, say it again. She's in Dallas, Texas.
She's Dallas, Texas.
Again.
She's Dallas, Texas.
Don't forget the word in.
In Texas.
Okay, again. Say the whole sentence. Where's your niece?
Dallas, Texas.
She's in Dallas, Texas. Good.
She's in Dallas, Texas.
Okay, don't forget the z on she's in. She's in.
Yeah.
She's in.
Yeah, she's in Dallas, Texas.
She's in Dallas, Texas. Okay. Now we have, when we make a contraction, we say we've. Yeah. We've known each other for a couple of weeks. We've known each other for a few weeks. right? How long have we known each other?
3 weeks.
Maybe about 3 weeks. Yeah, we've
We've
known each other.
we've know each other.
Known each other.
Known each other.
Very good. Uh-huh.
We know each other 3 weeks.
Right, say we've.
We've
Yeah, how long have we known each other?
known each other.
Known each other.
Known each other about 3 weeks.
All right, say known we've known
We've known
we've known each other.
We've known each other.
We've known each other.
We know each other's.
We've
We've
known each other.
known each other.
We've known each other.
We've known each other.
Each other.
Each other.
Uh-huh. For about 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Okay, good. All right. So when we say he had or he would, and then we join them together in a contraction, we say he'd. Yes. All right. So maybe you're thinking, your friend, maybe you offer your friend a coffee or tea, and then I say, oh, what would he like to drink? And you say, he'd like some coffee. He'd like some coffee.
He'd like some coffee.
He'd like some coffee.
He'd like some coffee.
He'd like some coffee.
He'd like some coffee.
Okay, good. Now, if we say I will, we contract it. And what is our contraction? I'll. Okay, now watch my lips and compare to my tongue. All right, so you're using your lips to say ow, but I don't want you to do that. I want you to use your tongue to say I'll. Good, that's better. I'll. Good. All right, so that's very hard to remember because you have a tendency to go I'll, go, I'll. I'll see you. I'll see you next week. I'll see you.
I'll see you.
I'll see you. When will you see your niece?
I'll see her next week.
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 Okay. Will not, together as a contraction, is won't. O. Let me hear you say the sound O. Won't.
Won't.
Will your niece be home tonight?
No, she won't.
No, she won't. She won't be home tonight.
No, she won't be home tonight.
She won't be home tonight.
She won't be home tonight.
Because she's still in
Texas.
Dallas, Texas. She's still in Dallas, Texas, right? Okay.
Texas.
All right. Do not, the contraction is don't. Right. Do you want to touch her computer and change it? Do you want to try to fix it? No, I don't. No, I don't want to change her computer. Just want to use it, right? Okay. Cannot, the contraction is can't. Right. Okay. Can you speak Arabic?
No, I can't.
I can't either. I can't speak Arabic. That might be a very difficult language for me. Now, those are all one-syllable contractions. When you say you're, I'm, it's, she's, we've, he'd, I'll, won't, don't, can't. All of those are one syllable each. But the other ones that we have are 2 syllables. So when we have has not, we put them together, we lose the O, put the apostrophe there in writing, but it still is 2 syllables. Hasn't. So has not, we put more stress on the word not. No, he has not been here before. Oh, my brother, he has not seen this movie. Or together as a contraction, hasn't. So when we think about this word hasn't, 2 syllables. The first one is stress. The second one is weak. Hasn't.
Hasn't.
So that's a schwa sound. Hasn't.
Hasn't.
And for you and I, have we known each other for many years? No, we haven't.
We haven't.
Right, we haven't known each
we
other for
haven't.
several years. We've
Yeah.
known each other for
haven't.
several weeks, but not for several years. Not yet. Maybe in a few years we can say so. Had not, contraction, hadn't. Hadn't.
Hadn't.
Hadn't. Yeah.
Hadn't.
Had you taken classes with me before you started on our private coaching?
No, I didn't.
No, I hadn't. I hadn't.
Oh, I
So if we
hadn't, yeah.
use the past perfect, yeah, we can use I hadn't, right, I hadn't taken classes with you before we started on our private coaching lessons. It and will, when we put these together, we say it'll. Now watch the lips and watch the tongue. It'll. So be careful not to say it'll, but say it'll. And that means that my lips are relaxed, but my tongue has to move. It'll. So it rhymes with big and little. So little has an L at the beginning. It'll is the same thing, but it doesn't have the L at the beginning. But both of them end with the O sound, and you have to make sure that your lips are relaxed, but your tongue is there strong. It'll. So will it be rainy or sunny tomorrow here? What do you think?
Oh, no. It could be sunny.
It'll be.
It'll be.
Okay, watch me. It'll.
It'll.
Careful, not it'll. It'll
It'll
be sunny.
be sunny.
It'll be sunny.
It'll be sunny.
It'll be sunny. Good.
It'll
When
be
you say the word sunny, make the longer. Try not to say sunny. Too short for make it longer. Sunny.
Sunny.
Again.
Sunny.
It'll be sunny.
It'll be sunny.
Man, much better. Much better. That's good. Okay. Did not together as a contraction. Didn't.
Didn't.
Didn't. Did we talk to each other yesterday?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't.
Okay, now watch me. When you say this word didn't, in your mind, you might have DID together, but I want you to take that apart. I want you to just have DI and just say did. Let me hear you say did. And put the second D, put it on the didn't. So not didn't, but didn't. So long, short. Try that. Didn't.
Didn't.
Yeah. Did I call you yesterday?
Oh, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
How you?
Yeah, didn't. So watch me, because I want you to sort of change the way you're thinking of how the words are pronounced when you're looking at the words. Because you look at the word did and you think that's a unit. And in writing, it's a perfect unit. But in speaking, we have to take that second D away and put it over on the second syllable. So that will make you let the vowel become longer. Sunny and didn't. All right. So when you try to change the way you perceive the words, and instead of putting all the SUN together like you do in writing, I want you to take the SU and say sa. And even though there's double N, that only helps you with the vowel sound. It doesn't make it a double N sound. Just put the N over here. So sunny. Sunny.
Sunny.
Right. And the same for didn't.
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 Okay, good. All right. So that's something you can conceptually have to work on, changing the way you perceive the written word and translate it into the spoken word. We'll keep working on that. Now, here's another contraction that's a little bit hard, and that's the word it'd. So it'd is it had or it would. So it would be a good idea for you to practice a little every day. It would be better to do that than to wait until your lesson day and just practice. Of course, you practice every day, but that's not something every student does. So when we want to make the contractions, say it. It. Let me see you say. It'd.
Oh, it.
Yeah, it'd be.
It'd be.
It'd be better.
It'd be better.
It'd be better to practice more often.
It'd be better to practice more often.
Right. Okay. Now, would not. That's an easy contraction. Negative, wouldn't. Wouldn't.
Wouldn't.
Wouldn't. Right.
Wouldn't.
Right. So, would your niece be upset if she knew you were using her computer right now?
No, she wouldn't.
No, she wouldn't. She'd be okay with it. Okay. Now, remember what I told you about didn't? I want you to think about wouldn't in the same way. I want you to think would, and then the second syllable, didn't. But try not to put would, because then what happens, you glottalize here. And we don't want you to do that. We want to keep it open. Wouldn't. Would. And the L is silent. Whenever we have would, could, and should, that L is a silent letter, so don't pronounce the L. Would, just like would, the same thing as wouldn't. Wouldn't. Yeah, she wouldn't be angry.
She wouldn't. Yeah, give me angry.
Okay, so could not. Again, we have couldn't. 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 Couldn't.
Couldn't.
Right. Couldn't.
Couldn't.
Could you speak English 30 years ago?
No, I couldn't.
No,
English.
I couldn't either. Oh no, I'm lying. I could, but you couldn't. Okay. And how about should and negative not?
Shouldn't.
Shouldn't. Shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
Shouldn't. Okay.
Shouldn't.
Right. Should we be texting on our phones while we're driving?
No, I shouldn't.
No, I shouldn't either. Yeah, you might get into an accident. Okay. And must and not, the negative is mustn't. Mustn't. And the T is silent when we make the negative. Mustn't. I mean the T, we don't say mustn't. We say mustn't.
Mustn't.
So we make the last T sound, but we don't make the T in the middle. M-U-S-T, that T is silent. And T, the second T, you pronounce. Mustn't.
Mustn't.
In fact, we mustn't text while we're driving.
Yeah.
Not only should we say we shouldn't text because we could get into an accident, but we mustn't text because it's against. No, we mustn't text because it's against the law. We shouldn't text because it could be very dangerous, right? Yeah. Okay, so those are contractions.